Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the week of January 10th. Now Cancer, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not do personal readings, so please do not get scammed. If you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please keep that in mind. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if you'd like to get to know me more, you can give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's see what we have here for you, Cancer. Now, I decided to switch it up here for this week and do a Celtic cross spread. So if you're curious as to what spread I am doing, it is called a Celtic cross. And if you're one of those people that watches my videos regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is the first time that you are just watching me. So I really like the way that this reading is going to probably end up here. But let's go ahead and also take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. I think everything's in view. So with that said, energy on the bottom, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Amazing card to find here on the bottom. First card in the suit of Pentacles. You will have a completion here in this week of some type, and we'll get into that more later in the reading. But this Ace of Pentacles here is the start of an amazing new beginning in your material life, the material world, anything relating to finance, expansion, abundance, growth, anything like that of material assets or resources or anything. The Ace of Pentacles in particular is like heavily associated with signing off on documents and paperwork, doing sort of the mundane aspects of the material, because when you get those new starts, like think about back to like your first job or when you get a new job, you almost always have to do like sign a contract, meet with human resources, do the sort of paperwork that you need to do to get started in this new beginning. And the same is true if, like, for example, you buy a home, you have closing day, right? On closing day, you sign the documents, you sign the contracts. It's something like that, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, that's the type of energy that is associated with it. And so I do feel like perhaps some of you are, it could go either way. I feel like some of you are getting potentially a new, I don't know if it's a new job. It may be a new opportunity within your organization. Or others of you, I think for maybe a small amount of you, I'm getting these 2 other storylines where some of you may be inheriting a house, or there may be something related to a house. And that will really depend on your situation, but let's just keep moving forward here. Now, in the current situation, you have the Queen of Swords. So this Queen of Swords is somebody who cuts right down to the chase. They don't let anything get in their way, all right? And I like to say that the Queen of Swords is like the assassin in the tarot. They always go for it, right? They never are held back in the things that they are passionate about or the things that they want to achieve. And so with that, you could say the Queen of Swords is extremely capable and willing. And on another level, maybe logical as well, as this Swords is the suit of logic, communication, things like that. And so I feel like you're kind of balancing out the rational mind, the logical mind, and the intuitive mind, and that's helping you in the material world. I'll get into that more as we go along. But I definitely like to see this Queen of Swords. It could mean that you're also dealing with a subject matter expert. This could be somebody like a real estate agent or like a loan officer or like somebody who's really helping you out right now with this new start as well. This could be a subject matter expert. In your problem position, you have the 4 of Cups. This is somebody who's like sitting under the tree, sort of bored and apathetic. And now I'm not saying that that is you, but what I am saying in the problem position is it's extremely important that you act on the opportunity that is in front of you right now, because it seems like there's opportunity abound for you. And the worst thing you could do is let things go on the burner, okay? Let things go on the side, because right now, it's like you have a big opportunity to manifest whatever it is that you want. And I think for many of you, this is relating to material situations, resources, things along those lines in this week. Now, in the past, you have the Three of Swords. This is talking about, this is a heartbreaking situation, okay, when you get the Three of Swords. Now, it's closely associated with breakup, divorce, separation. But I always like to say that this could be anything that breaks your heart, right? This could be getting let go of from a job. This could be an argument that you're having with a friend or a sibling or, your parents or something, like a trusted friend or something. Anything that's sort of tugging on the heartstrings and the heart area of yourself. What I feel like is going on here is some of you, there's this energy of like triumphing over difficulty, or like it's almost like in the past you've had a situation that's been extremely challenging for you. This could certainly be a settlement for some of you, maybe a small portion of you. I was getting like inheritance in the beginning, but it certainly could be a settlement for some of you, like a divorce settlement or something like that. Not everybody, but that could certainly be the case. I don't think that's for most people. I feel like maybe some of you have had a period of time where you were like struggling in some ways, and this is about to change. However, in the future, you do have this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords does say that, sometimes it's best to drop your swords. There are some battles that are not worth fighting, especially because this person here is somebody who tries to win at all costs. And this person in the background represents you, the person waving their flag, kind of dropping their swords, and they are kind of down, but they're not out. The whole thing with the Five of Swords that's very important to know is it's recoverable. Okay, it's completely recoverable. It may be a small loss or a small challenge or a battle, but it does say that, sometimes it's just not worth the struggle if it's not that important to you, right? And so I always like with the Five of Swords is a really nice opportunity to ask yourself what you actually find valuable, like what is of actual importance to you, what do you give value and meaning to in your life with the Five of Swords. So I think maybe some of you are taking a look at that. Now on your conscious awareness, on your thoughts, you have the Hierophant, which is 5. This is always this has been coming in for the collective in this week. This is a card of marriage. Certainly this could be a divorce settlement. Now that I'm thinking about this certainly could be the case. But for others of you, this represents the place that you work, an organization that you're a part of, a traditional structure of some type. And some of you may be thinking about a new opportunity, okay? Some of you, the separation here is from where you used to work or what you used to do. And for others of you, this could be marriage related. I'm now getting less about inheritance and more about settlement. But I'll get into, it's possible that some of you are maybe dealing with inheritance, but I think a very small percentage of the people watching based on what I'm seeing now. So moving forward here in your subconscious, very nice card. By the way, you have 2 aces. Double aces, always a great sign. 2 or more aces, always a great sign in a reading. And this Ace of Wands, if there was ever a card for starting a business or starting something new, it's the Ace of Wands, except maybe the Fool, which you also have. The Fool is more powerful than any other ace, but this one in particular is very good for starting enterprises, businesses, side hustles, passion projects. This is getting fired up. This is something that ignites you in some ways. It's the spark of life as well. And I love the Ace of Wands. It's my favorite card in the tarot. I have a lot of favorites, but this is probably, if I had to choose, my favorite. And it's for those reasons, right? And so something here under the surface is happening for you, is being birthed as you deal with this challenge. Now, in the direction you're headed in the staff, you have in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Page of Swords, okay? So the Page of Swords is potentially news of delay, disappointing news, challenging news, can refer to legal structures as well as with the the Queen of Swords. Some of you, it may be a lawyer, that may be the subject matter expert that you're dealing with. But the thing is, this can be somebody who annoys you too. And, this is a highly intelligent person, but they may not really think before they speak type of deal. Everybody knows everybody has dealt with people like that, right? And so this Page of Swords, I feel like, is potentially talking about just it's a continuation of this Three of Swords energy here from the past, and this Five of Swords, where some of you are really looking at what is worth it. Like, what situation is worth your energy? What is valuable to you? Okay, what do you put stock in? And I think some of you are really doing that. Now, in your external influence here, this is what I said in the beginning. You're going to be completing something. Ace is the start of the start of the suit of pentacles. You could consider it 0 or 1. The 10 is the end. It's the completion. It's the pot of gold, or the treasure chest at the end of the rainbow or the tunnel. And this talks about you having a harvest here, a material harvest available to you, tons of abundance associated with the Ten of Pentacles. It is associated with money being passed through generations, inheritances, which is kind of why I was thinking some of you are completing something. But this could also indicate a settlement in this case, as we have this Queen of Swords and this Page of Swords. For many of you, though, this could be a new start with a new organization, and perhaps you're getting a higher offer than you thought. Right now, where we are in the timeline, wages are increasing, okay? And it's because there are a number of reasons of why. One of the reasons is inflation. Another reason is because people are having a hard time hiring people because of the Great Resignation. But right now, there's more money available. And so some of you may be getting a higher paying job that comes with more money, and you were not expecting it. Now, in the hopes and fears, you have the Magician, which is an incredibly good card. You have 0 into 1, which is a nice progression of events. We'll talk about that, or 1 into 0. The Magician is talking about, this is the Master Manifester. The Magician has all of the tools in the palm of their hand. They have the entire cosmos here in the palm of their hands to do what they want with it. The problem for the Magician is they need to make sure that they are acting. Okay, the Magician has sometimes, in the shadow or the detriment or the reverse, can have a hard time with using their strong willpower. And so you want to make sure that you're acting on this manifestation that's clearly coming in here for you. You know, I just got this really interesting message, 1s and 0s. So I don't know if some of you work in technology or work in programming or coding or web development or design. I used to be a web developer before I became a YouTuber. But I don't know, maybe a very small percentage of you are getting a higher paying developer job or designer job or something like this going on, maybe a small percentage. In the outcome, you have the Fool. Now, the Fool is an extremely powerful card because it starts off all of the tarot. Okay, it's the first card in the tarot. It's the card that starts off the hero's journey or the Fool's journey through the major arcana. So the outcome here is, Cancer, you're getting a new start. You're getting a new start in your career and maybe more broadly in your life, especially if you're in that settlement storyline. Some of you are getting a new start in your life just more broadly here. You know, the Fool really doesn't know where they're going yet, okay? They leap forward without attachments to the past. And in a way, it's a return to innocence. It's like as if you were brand new again when you get the Fool card. So some of you are getting a massive new start with the Fool and double aces here. That's big. So I love that for you. Now let's go ahead and pull some additional cards here. Let's pull these clarifiers. So you have the Six of Pentacles. This is the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. Okay, you can see the scales here, the financial scales showing up on the symbolism. And so if you've been giving too much, you're about to receive, and vice versa, okay, for you. Now, this can be a good sign for those of you who are ready to get a higher paying role within your organization. For me, it's a lot about getting job offers, job raises, more so than offers. But, you know, in this reading, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It could mean that it's also just saying you're getting more money at a new place. It's really hard to tell. I just have to read intuitively. So even though that's what I normally go with, in this reading, it seems more about leaving. But you also here have this Empress and the Six of Swords, which, I mean, is amazing. The Empress is the most abundant card in the tarot. Okay, this is the Venus symbol. Venus is the planet of luxury and wealth, beauty and love. But the big part in this reading is abundance, luxury, wealth, expansion, fertility, growth. And for you, I get the sense that that's coming here. This abundance, this fertility, this expansion, this growth is going to come as you make a transition to somewhere new. As you get in the boat and you go to a new shoreline and you meet new people, you take new opportunities, you try new things in your life with the Six of Swords. So you're sailing forward here, you're making major transitions, you're going through rite of passages. It's a very good energy for you here, Cancer. Think about the boat in terms of like, where do you want to sail yourself? Like where, what types of like experiences do you want to have? Because you're steering the boat. You get to go wherever you want to go. Let's go ahead and pull some additional messages here. We're going to get some messages from the Oracle cards. Okay, you have a bunch that came out. So if you believe, big happy changes. I really like that energy for you. Wait. And then you have, wow, nice, recovery and improving health. So maybe some of you are on the mend right now. And this could be, remember, this does not need to be like a physical injury or ailment. This could be like the heart center, right? Like you could be healing emotionally at this time, Cancer. And I do get the sense that that's coming through for you. There has been something about a delay here with weight and the Page of Swords that you've been trying to work through. But the if you believe in big happy changes is a really nice energy for you. I do feel that in this reading that you are getting, it's like the start of something new here for you, for sure, in your life. With two aces and the Fool, major new beginnings, and the Six of Swords transitioning away. It really depends on your situation though. So let's see what we get here. Let's pull some additional messages. Okay, so you have despair, thoughts, journey, community, message of concern, and mature man. Okay. So the past here, there's some pain in the past, okay? I feel that there was a painful ending for some of you with despair and poverty, community, Three of Swords, okay? The good news is the worst is behind you. At least that's how I feel in this reading. So yeah, there was some sort of disappointing news. Not only is that coming in with the Page of Swords, with the Weight card, but also with this message of concern. And again, this could be relating to a divorce, a separation, a settlement, something that may have happened in your life here, okay? And I'm not sure. You'll have to decide what that is for you. But what I do feel is some of you have pain from the past that you are looking to go on the mend on. You are looking to heal from and recover from here. You have journey and mature man. You're on this journey towards maturity in your life. I feel like maturity takes so many different forms. You know, for some of you, it's deciding to get in the boat, take your things with you, like the Six of Swords, and go to a new place and see new things, try new perspectives, see new perspectives, meet new people, try new things. And I get the sense that that's what's happening with, again, double aces and a Fool. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com, to sign up for my email list, and I will see you in the next one.